Good morning. Welcome to this energetic start of the day. Joining you on your commute, today we're sharing Pastor Hoon's message from Oryun Church titled, Lift Your Eyes and Look North, South, East, and West. Have you ever thought about what you're looking at in your life? Just as a property's value changes depending on its view, the value of our lives greatly depends on what we choose to focus on. Today, I hope this becomes a time to reflect on where your gaze is resting. In real estate, properties with good views command higher prices. Even in the same building, prices vary dramatically depending on whether it faces north or south, or which floor it's on. Our lives work the same way. The quality of our life depends on what we look at, our thought viewpoint. This perspective can be divided into horizontal thinking and vertical thinking. Look at Lot and Abraham in the Bible. Lot represents horizontal thinking, only seeing what's visible to his eyes. He chose the fertile lands of Sodom and Gomorrah following his desires, but eventually faced destruction along with those cities. What about Abraham? He had vertical thinking, viewing life from God's perspective. Pastor Hoon says, when God told Abraham to lift your eyes and look north, south, east, and west, he raised his head and began to see what God was showing him. That's when Abraham's life began to transform. What's noteworthy is that Abraham could only hear God's voice after parting ways with Lot. Sometimes we need to boldly let go of what God doesn't want in order to hear his voice. Only after releasing Lot, a relationship God had instructed him to separate from, did God's specific blessing come to him. God promised Abraham that he would give him all the land he could see forever. This shows that God's blessing begins here and now, lasts eternally, and unlike worldly blessings, is immeasurably abundant. But what's even more remarkable is Abraham's response. He valued communion with God more than the promised land, so he went up to Hebron and built an altar. Hebron means place of fellowship, and Abraham chose to climb higher to deepen his relationship with God instead of remaining in the blessed land. This is the essence of a vertical life, a life directed toward heaven. Today, I encourage you to lift your head and look in the direction God is showing you. Break free from the horizontal perspective that's buried in worldly temptations and desires, and view your life from God's perspective. And remember, God's promised blessings begin right where you are, last forever, and are immeasurably abundant. May you have a blessed day looking at the world with your gaze fixed toward heaven. That was Pastor Hoon's message from Oryun Church. Have a wonderful day.